reporting from the bowels of Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte, North Carolina. Final score tonight, Saturday, Thunder 109, Charlotte 90. The Thunder pull off their fourth consecutive win, and they do so from the free throw line in the third quarter. Basically, Charlotte had gotten out to a 10-0 run, and as we've seen, the Thunder give up a lot of points out of halftime at times, and Charlotte got out to a good run, cut the game to 2, and then they started fouling a ton, particularly from the three-point line. Kevin Durant got fouled twice from behind the three-point line, once by P.J. Hairston, once by former teammate Jeremy Lamb. He made all 6 shots. Durant's first, I believe, 8 or 9 points from the field in the third quarter were from the free throw line. He didn't even make a shot from the field until late in the third quarter. And Serge Ibaka had a big putback dunk when he was struggling from the field. His putback dunk ended that 10-0 run in the third quarter, and it really kind of ignited the Thunder offense. Not so much the offense, but the Thunder scoring, because they were still scoring a majority of their points from the free throw line. And besides the offense tonight, the defense really started out well in the first quarter. The Thunder got out to a 13-2 run, and that was built on the back of 4 blocked shots within the first 2 or 3 minutes. And those block shots were leading directly to points. And I mean, this Charlotte team was struggling coming in. They'd had some injuries. They were coming off the second night of a back-to-back. Didn't get back into Charlotte until 2 a.m. today, Saturday, after coming all the way from Toronto. So this is a weary team coming in without one of their better defenders in Nicholas Batum, who didn't play in this game due to a toe sprain. So Durant had smaller defenders on him in this game, and he used some of that craftiness on Jeremy Lamb to get to the line in the third quarter when the Thunder was really kind of in a funk. And the bench played well in this game as well. 12 points off the bench for not Dion Waiters, Anthony Morrow and Enes Kanter. And in the fourth quarter, with Durant and Westbrook starting on the bench was able to actually extend the lead to 15. And then once Westbrook and Durant came back in at 6:46, I mean, the game was pretty much in hand. But the Thunder 4-0 this week again. They improved to 8-8 against the Eastern Conference. They'd struggled a little bit against the East, but now they're back on track in that regard. Here's some video from Billy Donovan, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant after
credit. I think we were up 12 at the half, and you knew they were going to come out and try to make a run and respond, and they did. I think they got all the way down to 4. It was basically like an 8-0 run, and I thought their energy to start that third quarter was better than ours. We got it together. We kind of stopped the run, got it back up to 11, and kind of stayed that way, I think, through most of the third. And then the fourth quarter we were able to open it up a little bit more. But we probably came out and had a couple breakdowns defensively. They made some shots and really cut into our lead.
Manufacturing points at the free throw line seemed to be a great way for you guys to just keep the scoreboard moving tonight. Why were you able to do that, particularly a guy like Serge, who scored 10 points in the first half, didn't even make a field goal?
Well, I felt like in the first half we fouled way too much. I think we put him to the free throw line 18 times. And what happened was it started early in the periods. The first period we had to pick a couple of silly fouls, and the next thing you know, you get 2 or 3 like that. Now, legitimate fouls where there's contact with the rim or stuff you're trying to play good defense on, you put them to the free throw line. Now, thank God we shot a lot of free throws in the first half as well. I thought in the second half we did a much better job of not allowing them to get into the bonus so early.
Your bench maintained to keep the lead throughout the game.
Yeah, I thought we got, again, some really good and positive contributions from our bench. Kyle came in and played well. We played a little bit small there in the second quarter and got a nice lead. I thought Dion came in and gave us a good lift, Cameron Payne. And then I think the unselfishness that our guys continue to try to show, playing the right way, and moving and sharing the basketball. And I've always said it starts with Russell and Kevin, and they do a great job with that. But our bench came in and they kind of kept it going, which was good to see, and that was a positive.
Did you get an explanation for that long stoppage in the third quarter with the fan on the sideline?
Yeah, I guess the only thing that I knew that maybe there was some kind of interaction between the fan and Kevin. To what extent, I don't know. And then basically, I think what they do is they give a warning, and someone from the security inside the building basically explains what the rules are in those seats and what they can and can't do. And I think if they don't follow those rules, the next time they're removed from the game. So that's what they were doing. I think was to go over to the fan and basically explain to him, whatever the protocol is here. That's the explanation I got.
Got some extended minutes again for Cameron Payne, and DJ didn't get in the game. I mean, is this kind of a turning point for in terms of the rotation with Cameron?
I really don't think so.
game, you guys get a little bit out of sync in that third quarter, but you fight through all of that. Why were you able to kind of power through that time period?
Fighting through adversity. We're gonna make a run. Did a good job of sticking together regardless of what's going on. Stick to our principles, got some stops, and finish the game.
Free throw line seemed to be your friend. Kept manufacturing points there. Why were you able to be effective in that regard?
Attacking. You stay in attack mode, it puts teams in a tough position to guard us. We did a good job of knocking down free throws.
Had a tough start to the week in terms of giving up points in the previous 3 games in the paint. Coming into this game, and was it an emphasis of y'all to keep them out of the paint? Had a lot of blocks in the first half.
Just defending the way we're supposed to defend, whether it's protecting the paint or protecting the three-point line, just trying to come in and create defensive identity and be more consistent with it.
Seemed like the game was kind of clunky tonight, and y'all spent a lot of time at the line. I mean, how did y'all get through that? And
we just played through it. They were aggressive. The refs were definitely calling it tight on both ends for both teams. And it's a physical game, so they had to control it. And we did a good job of playing through it all.
Seemed like y'all's defense was creating a lot of offense early. I mean, y'all get blocks, get out in transition, get a bucket. I mean, was there kind of a sense of pride with the defense starting out tonight?
Yeah, we just want to do a better job of coming out and making our presence be known early on. Just wanted to hit them early, contest at the rim, and get out and get baskets. We got the fastest point guard in the league from end to end. So when we get blocks, he just is out, and we kind of all trail him a little bit, so he can. Once we defend, he's just out like a cannon. He's racing up the floor, and then that creates wide open threes for us and dunks for him. So when we do that, we're a pretty good team.
What was going on during that long stoppage in the third quarter with the fan, and the official had to walk all the way over? What was going on there?
I don't even know. I wish I could tell you.
How different is it for you playing a 3 versus a 4? How much does your responsibility change?
I think just defensively, just being more of a focal, it's like a safety back there on the defensive end as a 4. And talking my bigs through the coverages, the point guards through the coverages, and what we need to do. Just helping more in defensive end. On offense, I just float around, and I'm sitting around the three-point line, wait for the ball to come to me and knock it down. Tonight I was able to get open. Russell created for me, and I got some wide open threes, and I was able to knock it down. So at the 4, I'm much more unpredictable, and there's times where you don't even recognize me out there, but I catch a shoot a 3 or get a rebound or get a drive to the rim from just playing outside the paint and just playing off of other guys. And the 3, I'm just aggressive to score. When I get the ball, I think it's being run through me a little bit at the 3, and defensively, just got to lock in on the wings.
With the way the league is downsizing, is it more physical at the 4 now? Or
It's physical. It's a physical game all the way through,